Well, yo, what do you want, Mr. Punch? Why are you calling me?
We're here at the UN International Maritime Organisation to highlight how the IMO is being used by the fossil fuel and shipping industry as a puppet. Our Punch, now representing the fossil fuel industry as a CEO, is here to start greenwashing his latest plotting plan.
Well, Scrubby, I really need your help with greenwashing liquefied natural gas, because those fracking protesters are telling everybody about the methane leaks and how the supply chain is more polluting than fossil fuels.
Oh, that's easy, Mr. Punch. It will be a pleasure to help you with your project.
This is what's known as MEPC 83, which is the Environment Protection Committee of the International Maritime Organization. And it's a big week here. Climate agreements are being signed off. And there's a real danger that these agreements won't meet the moment with the Paris Agreement.
LNG bullshit, LNG bullshit. Oh, fracking protesters!
That's the way to do it.
We need what's known as a levy to put a price on carbon. And it needs to be high enough in order to enable a just and equitable transition. And those revenues to go to low-lying states, developed countries, in order to fuel the transition to greener fuels.
We're at the IMO, and we're here to fight for the moral high ground and what we believe, and what we know that is science-based is the right way to decarbonize the maritime industry.
But also, when you talk about does the room understand the climate impacts, it's a very good question, because when we say 3%, they say it's only 3%. Well, what does 3% mean consecutively for the last century? It means sea level rising affecting Solomon Islands, Marshall Islands, Tuvalu, Vanuatu, and Fiji, and other Pacific countries, to a point where even our cemeteries are being inundated by salt water. So even our departed are not safe.
I am IMO policeman Claude Back, Special Investigator into International Maritime Organised Crime. Plus, I think your LNG supply chain is causing significant environmental damage.
They're kind of the people who are supposed to be looking after the ocean. So they're talking about the environment and all of that sort of thing. And there's talk of actually putting a carbon tax on shipping, and that'll increase the price of shipping. But of course, being the IMO, it's not going to do that for all fossil fuels. It's decided that perhaps liquefied natural gas will be exempt from these carbon taxes.
But do I smell the whiff, the stink of LNG bullshit? Oh, I'm hungry for a bit of that greenwashing. Now listen up. Unless humanity stops extracting and starts regulating fossil fuels, including liquefied natural gas, which is a fossil fuel, we will destroy the ocean. If the sea dies, we die. Every second breath we take is from the ocean. So all you delegates out there, remember when you're voting today. Ha, 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 ha.
International Maritime Organization to discuss some very important decisions regarding the greenhouse gas emission reduction plan for the shipping sector. And my hopes is that we leave here with ambitious measures and goals that will fit with what is needed to change climate warming.
If that levy isn't high enough, that transition won't be enabled, and it'll be a failure this week. So we need a high carbon levy in order to do that.
So come on, IMO, you need to put a carbon tax on LNG.
That's the